Scott Lang has a plan. It's not a heist. Not really. It's not this time. Tonight, his only goal is a secret trip to the kitchen. The problem is, there's not a lot of cover. The house is quiet. He knows Hope will hear any rustle. And Cassie. Well, she's made it clear. The protein bars are strictly off limits. Just a quick shrink, he thinks, down to insect size. He reasons this isn't cheating. It's thinking outside the box. All it requires is some careful navigation, a short hop across living room tiles, and a sharp right into the pantry. One push of the button, and the world inflates around him. The fibers of the carpet rise like pillars. Faintest vibrations echo like earthquakes. The kitchen lights seem impossibly far. Clambers past a trail of dust motes, feeling every particle underfoot. In the darkness, fractional movements become heroic efforts. A dropped crumb is a hill to climb, but Scott is determined. He makes his way under the door, swings past the floorboard, and emerges in the pantry's shadowy domain. He scales the base of a plastic cereal bin, then leaps with microgravity grace, reaching the mountaintop, the snack shelf, the forbidden zone. From up here, a loose peanut M&M sits like a lost treasure. A single peanut butter cup glows faintly, as if beaconing him forward. Scott grabs both, slinging them into his miniature bag. He'll re-enlarge later back in his room, then stash the contraband at the bottom of his sock drawer. That's the plan. But downstairs, something stirs. There's a strange shift in the air, a sudden tremor as giant footpads collide with linoleum. Scott turns. The family dog Waffles, a golden retriever with more curiosity than sense, has wandered in. Now at human height, Waffles is a friendly, slobbering companion. At bug scale, Waffles is a shaggy, panting, drooling god. His eyes are the size of Scott's head. His nose twitches, nostrils flaring with the scent of chocolate and peanuts. Scott stands completely still. He hopes Waffles will move along. But Waffles' tail wags with intent, his entire body quivering. Then, with a low woof, Waffles bounds forward. Scott drops the peanut M&M. It's every man for himself. Sprints, diving off the shelf and tumbling onto a discarded raisin. Waffles' wet nose follows, snuffling like a living vacuum. The Deshan pulls Scott backwards, threatening to lift him entirely. Momentum is everything. Scott dashes behind a box of tea bags. A huge tongue licks the shelf where he just stood. Humidity alone is a hazard. He doubles back, rolling under a cereal spill, grains the size of cinder blocks. Waffles, confused but committed, barks and paws at the snack shelf. The shelf groans ominously. Scott weighs his options. If he embiggens here, L startle everyone and drop an open package of recess on the floor for good measure. If he waits, the odds of being slobbered up by a dog approach certainty. He makes a decision. He darts behind a Tupperware, clicks his regulator, and grows fast. Burst of displaced air knocks the dog back, forcing Waffles to stumble in surprise. The kitchen isn't quiet now. Waffles barks. Someone thunders down the stairs. Hope's voice calls out, confused and irritated. Scott sits on the floor, half hidden behind the open pantry, peanut butter cup in hand, his expression somewhere between sheepish and proud. Waffles, licking his chops, pads over and sniffs Scott with deep suspicion. In the confusion, the bag of snacks sits in plain sight. An interrogation follows. Why is he in the kitchen at midnight? Why are snacks scattered everywhere? Why does Waffles look like he's just witnessed something supernatural? Scott thinks fast, but not that fast. He tries to change the subject. Hope is skeptical. Later, as he trudges back to his room, empty-handed and snackless, Waffles sticks by his side, tail wagging, anticipating another midnight adventure. And so, his snack-stealing mission ends not with triumph, but with dog breath and the realization that no matter his size, there's always someone in the house with a better nose.